Helene deer blind, first 7-hour sit. William Hovey Smith, 2024. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And this is our first official hunt, actually out of our brand new deer blind that was finished just days ago. Matter of fact, yesterday I just put some paint on the inside so I have a black background, so the deer are less likely to see me back in here. The situation is, it was a stormy night last night, and we had rain and thunderstorms into the morning, and it is now 10:30. The weather front is moving through. The worst of it has already passed, and now I suspect deer are hungry and they want to feed. Well, out in front of me at about 100 yards, we've got a feeder. And I've also just scattered fresh corn on my way in and then parked my golf cart some distance away, almost a quarter mile, and walked back in here. So we want to make this area as attractive to deer as possible. Deer don't like to move through thick, wet stuff any more than we do. After a rain, they will tend to walk the more open areas, so that's what I'm hoping for. They'll be hungry, they want some open areas to walk. I've got them in front of me, and so we will await some deer. Now, the gun I'm using is a Sour and Son drilling here, a 3-barrel gun that uses two 16-gauge shotgun tubes, one 8x57 JR rimmed rifle cartridge with a large round nose bullet. Yeah. Now, these bullets are a different size than the present 8mm Mauser. So consequently, I have to reload for it, and reloading components I gathered back in the 1970s when I bought the gun. I was fortunate enough to get them. They're hard to come by these days. The rimmed version of the 8mm Mauser makes it much easier to extract in triple and quadruple barrel guns. And yes, there are such things as Vrillings with 4 barrels rather than 3. And I have a series of videos about these very interesting guns. The one I have was undoubtedly brought home by GI after World War II in a duffel bag. And I wound up buying it in the early 70s when I was a student at the University of Georgia. And we've taken various species of game with it, including mountain lion. However, it has yet to take a deer, interestingly enough. So my goal here is to take deer with both the rifle slug in 16 gauge, right here. Difficult but not impossible to come by, Federal makes them. And the rifle barrel. As well as take game with the shot barrels, since this is a shotgun after all. And I've shot a wide variety of birds with it. So we are going to proceed and see if anything shows today. Well, we now have some light rain falling on the blind. Now, how did it do in the rain itself? Well, apparently very well. It's dry on the inside completely. Even the rest where I put my gun is dry. I'm wearing as much black as I've got, my sleeves and my gloves, and of course the orange I've got to wear for safety reasons. We also have 2 bismuth shot rounds with me, just in case we happen to have a very low flight of geese coming over. I've targeted these rounds in this gun, and I know where they shoot. So I can reach one over the tops of these pines. If they're not too high above, I can get one. But the chances of that happening are extremely unlikely. But isn't all hunting? If it were a sure thing, it would be slaughter rather than hunting. We've been here for 4 hours watching our feeder and our food plot in our cleared area in the pines, and nothing has occurred thus far. We just haven't had any activity at all. There have been small birds coming in and getting after this corn. I haven't even heard the geese this morning. I haven't heard turkeys this morning. Yeah. Got here at 10. It's now past 2. And we have rain showers starting again. Happy New Year, folks, and good hunting. I'm the author of more than 20 books. Now, these include outdoor titles, business titles, and more recently, screenplays. However, at the moment, the most significant is my audio title, Make Your Own Job, Anytime, Anyplace, at Any Age. This book uniquely tells you how to come up with your original job idea, not what everybody else is doing, and also, significantly, how to start step by step your own business in the United States. You see a sort of white post, and that's actually a tube feeder. And beyond it, you see a little green strip. It's a horizontal strip that runs probably 100 yards both ways through the woods, planted with green stuff. But nothing doing yet. The sun has come out. The skies are blue. The storm system has passed, and it's now 4:15. Well, we've got about an hour and a half before full dark, and I've invested a lot of time in this hunt already, so we're going to stay with it for a while. Well, it's getting too late for me to start fooling with deer today. I'm going to put a new roof on my house tomorrow, and I'm going to be tied up all day, and I don't have time to fiddle with it. So we're going to pull out. But being in the blind allowed me to stay longer and more comfortably than I certainly would have sitting out on the ground. No, I sat here from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and I never would have been able to sit that long had I been exposed. So, yeah, blind's doing good. Deer are just not cooperating yet. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.